Hello, my name is Dari. Welcome to this Beginner's Pilates mat work. We're going to be needing a block if you have it later. If you don't have a block, you can grab something from around the house. And then a stability disc also, if you have something like this, or a Bosu ball, or even just a couple of pillows. Grab those things now. And then we're going to start by lying down on our mat. So slowly lower yourself back. And we'll begin with just the basics of breathing and learning to engage our core. So place one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach, and start with a couple of easy breaths. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Double check that your spine is long and straight and that you're kind of in a neutral position. You can rock side to side. Big inhale. Shift and adjust where you need to. Exhale. Check that your heels are in line with your sit bones and that your knees are also in line with your heels. Now, on this next big inhale, feel how everything expands with that breath. And then as you exhale, I want you to imagine that your muscles are squeezing a balloon inside your belly. Imagine if you had a balloon right here in your abdominals, and the bottom of the balloon is your pelvic floor where that knot is tied. Your transversus muscle that wraps around you like a belt are the walls of the balloon. And then your diaphragm, that big breathing muscle, is the top of the balloon. So next time as we inhale and fill it, I want you to exhale and pull that knot up inside your body, tighten the belt, and hold. That's your core. Inhale and exhale. Pull the knot up like you're trying to lift inside yourself. Then tighten the body from the back all the way around the front like a nice wide belt. And then the diaphragm, the top of the balloon. So each exercise movement is going to be linked to a breath like that. Reach your arms long next to your sides. Now on this inhale, feel that you're in neutral. And then as you exhale, engage that core balloon, pull the knot, pull the walls, pull the top, and then use your abdominals to tilt your pelvis into imprint. So it's like you're pulling your pubic bone up towards your ribs where those ribs come together. And then inhale and let that rock back. So let's do some exaggerated pelvic rock so you can see how we're trying to move. And now add it to your breath. So as you exhale, you scoop back, trying to flatten and widen your low back down towards the floor, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Inhale and drop your tailbone, go back into a neutral spine. Exhale, go back into imprint. Make sure you're engaging your pelvic floor all the way into imprint and then release. Very nice. One more time. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, imprint, and then return to your neutral spine. Okay, let's go with a hip release. So take your right leg. You're going to drop that right leg in as you inhale. Exhale and extend your leg long and straight, right in line with your sit bone. Turn it out to the pinky toe side and pull it back in. Inhale to go out and exhale back. It's like you're stirring a circle with your knee, keeping yourself in neutral and not letting your spine twist side to side. Let's reverse that circle. So inhale and drop the knee open to the side. Hold the pelvis steady. Use your abdominals. Cross the knee and come back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull it back in. We've got one more. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, pull it back to where you started. Let's do the second side. So your job is to maintain with that breathing and that core, a nice neutral torso. Inhale, drop the knee in, lengthen out the leg, rotate the hip, and pull it back to where it started. So you're stirring like a circle with your knee. We're going to inhale and lengthen. Think more about your core than you do about that knee movement. And now let's reverse it. So drop the knee open, lengthen long and straight, turn the leg in to return it. One more time, all the way out. You inhale. Now exhale, pull the knee back. Nice and easy. Okay, shift your hips side to side, kind of get all the tension gone. And we're going to roll all the way over onto one side. Pick your head up so you're cradling in your hand and use the back of the mat as if it was a wall with your feet and your sacrum, your shoulders and the back of your head all in one line. Now lift your waist so that your spine is nice and parallel to the ground. We're going to inhale, reach forward. Take your arms side. Exhale, open, keeping the knees together. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale to bring yourself back. So 2 breaths. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale to open, twist from your waist. And then bring it back on the next exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale to hold. Exhale to come back. I'm going to roll over and you're going to watch me from the back side. You do your second side. So this way you get a view from behind. Now when I inhale, I reach the arm, take it to the side, keep the hand right to the side of your rib cage as you exhale back. Don't drop the arm, hold it. Then exhale to twist, finding your obliques to make the return. Inhale, open. Exhale, little extra twist. Inhale to get ready, and then exhale to come back. One more. Final rotation. Inhale. We're trying to find those rotators in the abdominals and in the spine to figure out what moves us. Very good. Okay, let's come back up onto tabletop position. So hands and knees, spread your fingertips really wide and press into your fingers. Get your knees right in underneath your hips. Starting with a long, straight, neutral spine, we're going to articulate one vertebrae at a time, starting with the head. So we nod our nose, go through the upper back, the middle back, the low back, and the tailbone is very last. And we push the floor away into this happy cat, like a mean cat position. Get an inhale, then exhale. Pick up your eyes, look right past the top of your mat. Drop through your upper back, middle back, low back. Tailbone is last. Soften your elbows. We don't want to be locking joints. And then exhale, return. Head, upper back, middle back, low back. Tailbone is last. Last time this direction. Lift your eyes, neck, upper back, middle back, low back, tailbone, and come back to neutral. Kind of shake it out. Now we're going to go the other direction. So from your tailbone to your head, neutral spine, take an inhale to get ready. Exhale, drop your tailbone towards the floor. Then the movement continues up through your low back, middle back, upper back. Very last, your head just drops. Inhale. Now exhale, pick up your tailbone like you're trying to point it up towards the ceiling. Articulate one vertebrae at a time. This is really good for your posture muscles. Exhale, curl. Tailbone under, middle back, upper back. Head is last. And our last one, exhale, tailbone lifts. Drop through your waist. Drop through your rib cage. Lengthen the back of your neck. Push your arms down away. Let's come down onto a seated position. So you can be on your knees or crisscross, whatever you want to do. We're going to do big shoulder circles. Your shoulders are your most flexible joint in your body. So therefore, it's also the hardest to find neutral in. Reverse your circles. So we're just going to do this to find some scapula articulation. So now I just want you to pick your shoulders up and drop. Pick your shoulders up and drop. Pick them up and drop. One more time. Good. Now take the hands with slightly bent elbows, reach up and down, and see if you can find your scapula, those wing bones, gliding like windshield wipers across the back of your rib cage. You feel that? Good. Come on back down to your hands and knees. And now do those same motions with a little bit of weight. So we're going to push the floor away and drop down. Push the floor away, drop down. Soft elbows. So we're not bending the elbows. It's all coming from the shoulder. And now lift your shoulders to your ears, push them back down. Lift your shoulders to your ears, put them back down. Lift and down. Last one. So lots of ways that your shoulders move, and that just helps us find neutral. Rock yourself back down to lying, and let's do a few hip rolls. Take an inhale to get ready. Exhale, find that imprint position, then push through your feet, lift your hips, make a long straight diagonal from your knees to your shoulders. Inhale to get ready. Now exhale, and one vertebrae at a time, just like we were practicing before. Lay your vertebra down on the mat, all the way through imprint, drop the tailbone. Again, inhale, exhale, imprint, pick the hips up. One vertebrae at a time, you come up. It's like a string of pearls. And then one vertebrae at a time, we lower those pearls back down. Let's do one more. Inhale, get ready. And exhale, imprint, push through your feet. All the way up, big shoulder bridge, lengthen your neck, open up your chest, and roll back down, blow out all your air. Exhale through imprint. Good. Reach your arms toward the ceiling. Big inhale. As we drop the thumbs out, down towards the floor, exhale, bring the arms around. So as you breathe, inhale and exhale around. See what's happening with your rib cage. Make sure that your ribs aren't coming up off the floor as the arms go overhead. Oh, I'm hitting my block. Let's go the other way. Reverse the circle. So we'll go wide, overhead, and down towards the thighs. Wide, overhead, down towards the thighs. One more time, all the way around. And stop. Now, nod your nose just a little bit. Keep the arms reaching to the ceiling. And feel that tiny, tiny movement of just the head without moving the neck, just the head. Now inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands back in front of your eyes, nod your nose, lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach your knees and imprint. Inhale to get ready and roll it back down through your imprint, shoulders down, head down, release into neutral. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands, nod the nose, lift the head, the shoulders, imprint. Get ready and unwind. Go back the way you came. Head down, hands over. Just like that. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, scoop up, look through the knees, imprinted, and then roll back down. Good. And let's flip over onto our tummy for some breaststroke prep. So long, straight legs, squeeze the inner thighs together, engage your core so you feel your belly button pressing up towards the ceiling, like it's trying to pull itself off the floor. Bring your hands with your elbows bent right underneath your shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders so you're looking just 2 inches in front of your nose on the mat, and then lower back down. Inhale to get ready. Tighten the belly button first. Engage your core balloon, then lift the head and shoulders only. Lower back down. You shouldn't feel this in your low back. If you are feeling it in your low back, you're probably coming up too high. So inhale, exhale, find that core balloon, engage it, and lift just the head and shoulders. Good. Now change your arm position. Let's stack your hands underneath your forehead like pancakes. And this time when you lift, your shoulders and elbows are going to come with you. So inhale to get ready. Find your core, turn it on, then lift. Head, shoulders, elbows, and lower yourself back down. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, engage that balloon. Pull everything up just in the upper back. and lower. Last one. Inhale, get ready. And exhale, just the upper back and lower. Now this last breaststroke prep is kind of the hardest to figure out. You want your arms long and straight next to you on your thighs, but lift through your elbows, and we're going to try that shoulder movement. So it's like you can shrug your shoulders forward and back, protract and retract, and we're going to make that part of our exercise. So hands are lifted, shoulders are dropped. Inhale, engage that balloon. As you exhale, pull the shoulders back, lift the head and upper back. Lower down, drop the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, lift the shoulders, head and upper back, tighten the belly, and back down, drop your shoulders. That takes a little practice. Exhale to move and back into that long straight. It's like you're a arrow getting shot out of the bow and arrow, and roll back down. Good job. Hands underneath your shoulders. Push back into a shell stretch. So you're going to sit back onto your heels, walk your fingers forward, and then when you're long and straight, try to keep your hands there. Scoop your belly button up. We're really working our abdominals hard, trying to pull our pubic bone towards our nose, pointing the tailbone down, using your low stomach muscles. So stretch that out. Good. Flip back around onto your seat and let's roll back down for our first 100. Now we're going to do this in the simplest way, not the full way. There's different levels to make this more difficult. So we're going to start low. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Do it like we did with that ab prep. Follow your hands, lift your neck and shoulders, look through your legs and imprint. Now pick up your feet so your legs are in tabletop, your knees are right over your hips. We press with our arms long and straight, and we're going to inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Now I'm going to take one hand behind my head and exhale just to give my neck a little relief. And inhale and exhale for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. Inhale and blow it all out. Squeeze your legs together and keep your imprint and blow it out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, blow it out. Twice more. Inhale, blow it out. That imprint is the most important thing. Inhale and blow it out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach both hands. Roll back. Pull your knees into your chest. Look side to side and work out that tension in the neck. Now, it is a possibility you can do that without lifting your head if that does give you some neck strain. So keep that in mind. We're going to roll ourselves all the way up to sitting right on your sit bones. I want you to be able to feel those sit bones. Reach your arms forward and now round your spine. So you're looking down through your knees at the mat. Take a nice big inhale. And then it's as if your lumbar spine is pulling down towards the floor right behind your sit bones. Then exhale, come back on top. And rock back. Exhale to come forward. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale all the way back. We're going to go all the way down, slowly lower through imprint and all the way down to lying. Straighten the legs out long and straight. We're going to do a roll up. This is so hard for me. I struggle. So I am not the perfect example of this exercise, but we will try it together. Here we go. Our goal is to keep our legs long, straight, together, and on the floor. That's where I struggle. Okay, big inhale. Take the hands overhead. Exhale. Bring those hands in front of your eyes. Nod your nose. Roll up. Reaching towards your toes. find your sit bones and then roll back down. Low back down first. Inhale, reach overhead. This is just like that ab prep we did. Exhale, roll up. Squeeze the legs together. Oh, see, I fight. I just cannot keep my legs on the floor. And then once you find your sit bones, you exhale and roll back down. Get your low back down first. We're going to do another one. Inhale, get ready. And exhale, come up. Oh, that was a little better. And roll all the way back down, all the way flat. Good. I kind of did a little walk up, scooched up my mat. Let's try some leg circles. Bring your hands just kind of medium to the outside, palms down. We're going to do this the beginner way. You can start here with a bent knee. This is how we're going to do it. As you get stronger, you can do it with a straight leg. But here we are with the bent leg. Take an inhale and circle that leg. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. Now your job is to keep yourself from wiggling on the mat. So everything that's touching the floor is working to stay still. So the back of this straight leg on the floor, your shoulders, all of that is being held and stabilized by your core. And let's reverse that circle. Inhale and exhale to return. Inhale and exhale. Now, if you feel any popping or snapping in your hip, make your circle a little smaller. Good. Straighten that leg down. Bring up the second side. Now, again, now that you know, your job is to maintain this stable, neutral spine and to keep things from wiggling as much as possible. Inhale, cross center. Exhale, come out. Inhale, cross center. Exhale, return. 3 times. Exhale, bring it back. Keep that breath. This is your last one. And then reverse. So we go outside. Now feel the floor and help it tell you if you're how much you're wiggling. Okay, inhale. Bring it back. Inhale. Bring it back. Good. Both knees up to tabletop. Our hands reach just even a little wider. Inhale to get ready and tip to one side, keeping your shoulders down. Exhale, bring the knees back. Inhale, tip to one side, shoulders down. Exhale, bring it back. Keep your knees glued together so your thighs don't get to slide. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale and exhale, get that low back down. When you twist and come back, your first job is to get your low back down on the floor. And last one, get your low back, use your abdominals, get them down on the floor. Very good. Okay, bring your hands underneath your thighs, and we're going to kick the legs up and come up into sitting. So use your legs to kick. Now, I did that on purpose. So our next exercise, rolling like a ball, that's exactly what we don't get to do, is kick the legs. So hold the shins, round back behind your tailbone, pick your feet up just 2 inches off the floor. And now this space that's between my calves and my thighs has to stay the same distance. As I round back even more, roll, and come back up and try to balance without touching your toes. That's hard. Scoot back even more. Balance. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Whoop, there we go. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Okay. Let's go down and back down. Lower yourselves down into that rolled up position. And we're going to do a single leg stretch. One leg reaches out. The second leg grabs that bent knee, or the second hand grabs your knee. So you change your hands, switch and switch and switch and switch. Lengthen that leg really long and low to the floor. If you need to, you can put your head down, but you have to keep your imprint throughout the whole thing. So head down or head up, either way, but you're working on keeping your imprint as you lengthen that long leg. Last one, bring both knees in. This time, take your hands behind your head so your fingertips are meeting right at the back of your skull. We're going to reach one leg and try to bring the opposite elbow towards the knee. Even more than trying to bring your elbow towards your knee, it's like you're trying to bring your shoulder towards your knee. One leg reaches and we twist and twist and twist. Last one and twist. Good. Put your feet down on the floor. Reach your arms long to your sides. Take an inhale. Make sure that you are square with your heels in line with your sit bones. And now, exhale and imprint. Kick up your hips. Roll all the way up. Step one is just to march. So stabilize one foot and pick up the other. Stabilize and lift. Stabilize and lift. Now, that's step one. Now roll yourself back down one vertebrae at a time through imprint. Inhale, get ready. Now, if you'd like to, continue that way, but I'll show you the next step up. Roll yourself back up to that shoulder bridge. Stabilize one leg, lift the second. Flex a foot and drop it. Good. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Drop that foot down. Stabilize. Second set. Now, if you just keep marching, that's fine too. Lift and lower. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Put it down. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Good job. We're going to go on to our side lying. We're lying on one side. Nice straight back. The back of the head, the upper back, the hips, and the back of the feet are all in one line. We open and close this top leg in a simple clam. Now lift your waist so you're not sinking into the floor, but you're holding your spine parallel to the ground. And last one, lift your knee and keep it. Now pick your foot up so it's the same height. Now open and close the knee in this floating clam. It's like your big toe is stuck right there in space and you're just swiveling the hip right there in space. Okay, one more. Good. That leg is parallel. Keep supporting, and we're going to pedal like we're pedaling a bicycle all the way around. Nice big pedal. Try to make this leg longer and longer each time it pedals. Longer. Maintain this neutral spine so you don't get to sag into the floor. Pick it up. And now we're going to pedal backwards. Reverse it. And around. And around. Last one around. Good. Let's take that to the other side. So just swing your legs around. Put the other leg on top. Make sure you're nice straight spine. And we start our clams. Open and close. The waist is lifted so you have that parallel spine is nice and neutral towards the floor. Open and close. Good. You're just cradling this head. Everything is still kind of working. I can feel my side body underneath, my hip stabilizers, my head and neck are even working, holding things. Lift the knee and then lift the foot. Now we do those floating clams, open and close. Good. I like to keep this hand on my hip just because I like to make sure it's staying still. You don't want to be opening up. You want to make sure that your hips are staying square to the front. Last one, and now we bicycle. Big circle. Make that leg as long as you can. Long legs. Good. All the while you're holding onto your abdominals. Remember that balloon inside you. Think about that again. Last one, big circle all the way around. And now we reverse and pedal backwards, like we're pedaling back, back. Good. Keep your eyes straight forward. Don't crank your neck. Six. Good. Do two more. This is our last one. And bring the legs down. Good. Roll onto your tummy for swimming. Onto your tummy. Now spread your arms to the top corners of your mat and your feet to the bottom corners. Okay, so you're in this little shallow X. Lift your left arm and your right leg and lower. Then switch. Right arm, left leg. Switch. So it's going from diagonal to diagonal. Good. Now we're going to speed that up. Before we do, tighten your belly so that you're supporting your low back. And we lift, switch, lift, switch, lift, switch, lift, switch. 5, 4, 3, tighten your tummy. Last one. Let's press back into a shell stretch. We've done this before. Walk your fingers forward, round your back. Use your abdominals to scoop up and away from your thighs. Good. And then come onto your thigh, onto your hip, so we can do some side bends. So your hand is in line with your knees, so it's reaching forward just a little bit. Bring this hand here. We're going to shift our weight forward, then come up into a straight, strong diagonal and sit back down and go up. Now you can keep doing it that way, or you can add this side bend. We reach our arm up and side bend, make a rainbow with your body. Sit back down. Let's try it that way one more time. Reach up, make a rainbow, and sit back down. Swing your legs back around. Let's do the second side. So the first option is just to stay straight and sit and stay straight and sit. The second option is to reach up and make a rainbow, side bend the whole body and sit down. And reach up, side bend, drop your head and sit down. All right, so it's your side body. Let's go to hands and knees. We're going to try this bird dog. So from here, your nose should be looking straight down between your hands. Your knees are right underneath your hips. Shallow bend in your elbows, just a mini bend. Reach one arm next out over the mat. Take the opposite leg and reach it behind you for a bird dog. Now let's tiger crunch. So you're going to bring that elbow and that knee together, round your back up towards the ceiling and reach back out. That's your bird dog, tiger crunch. Bird dog, tiger crunch. Good. Set it down, reset, shift everything around and do the second side. So we reach the second arm, reach the second leg, and this might be enough to just hold it. But when you feel stable and ready, then tiger crunch. Bring your elbow to your knee and then straighten it back out. Exhale, pull the back up towards the ceiling, reach long. Let's do one more. Exhale, reach long and straight. There. And so now we start kind of our cool down. I wouldn't even, that's a lie. It's not a cool down, but it's a more flexibility stretching section as we slow down. So we're going to be here in our tabletop. I want you to reach one arm high to the ceiling and twist, then thread that arm underneath and let that shoulder stretch out. Push open. So this is really good for your shoulder stability. Use this arm and push this shoulder forward and then twist. Good. Let's do our second side. So open to the side and thread it through. You can come low or not. You just kind of have to find where the kinks are that you want to stretch out. Open up Thread it through. And last one. Good. Back to your hands and knees. Curl your toes underneath you. And we're going to pick our knees up into a bear hover. It's like a bear crawl. So pick your knees up so you're just low to the ground and hold it for 3 breaths. 3. Now, that's option 1, to just do that. And you can just continue that and continue that until we're finished with this section. If you want to move on, you do this, option 2. So we exhale, lift our knees, hover, then push up into a down dog. Drop your head, drop your heels. You can bend your knees slightly, but you'll feel lots of weight in your hands. Whoop, I lost my foot there. And then drop your knees back down. You don't get to touch your knees. Just come down into that bear hover. Keep your breath going. And on your exhale, back into your down dog. Now here's option 3. You lift one leg into a 3-legged dog, and then bring it to your nose in your bear hover. Lift it, 3-legged dog. Bring it to your nose in your bear hover. Come back to your bear hover, drop down, shake out your hands, and then we have to do the other side. Now you can stay at option 1, 2, or 3, any of those. Just be where you want to be. And if your wrists are getting tired, you can go onto your fists and use your fists if that helps. So either way, this way or this way. Pick up your knees, hover. 3 breaths. Lift into your down dog. If you're doing a single leg, this is where you do your second side. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Exhale, bend, bend, bend. 3 times. Back to your bear hover. Drop your knees. Super good. Okay, now this is where we're going to start to need our props. So get those close by. We don't need them right away, but soon. And our very next thing is we're going to do what I like to call the boogie dance. So push up onto your feet. Get your feet underneath you. We're going to slowly roll ourselves up because we haven't been standing. So come up nice and slow. You're going to walk your feet out really, really wide. Take my camera back so you can see me a little better. So you're going to take your feet out nice and wide and turned out. Bend your knees a lot, nice and open. Now you're going to try and stay here low. Pretend like your ceiling is only this high. We're going to rock to one side and the other. From one side and the other. Stay low. It's hard. 3. Good. Now find the middle, and we're just going to pulse up and down. I'm going to hold it there. Now find your core balloon. Oop, I'm falling backwards. Tighten your tummy. Hold this together. Now let's go this way first. 1, 2. You're doing great. 3. 5. Stay low. Stay down. Stay low. So good for your hip stability. Now do carefully walk your feet together. Walk your feet together. So you can stand. And we're going to do a standing hip shift. So standing on one foot. Now, if you need something to hold on to balance, if you need to hold on to the back of your couch or something, that's fine. But you're going to pick up one foot, and then you're going to lift and lower that hip. So you can see with my hands how much my angle is changing. What's happening in this muscle? It's your glute medius. You're picking up your hip. This is so good for your hip stability. Good. Now let's switch sides. So second side, pick up your foot, balance. Maybe that's enough. and lift, woo, and lower, blooper, and lift, and lower. There you go. There it is. So use your hands to kind of measure. You can see how my pelvis is having to shift up and down. And you should feel it right here in this muscle group on that side of your glute. Yeah. Good. Okay, you made it through all the hard parts. All the hard parts. Okay, grab your block. This is what you need next. We're going to put this block the tall way. And I want you to see if you can sit all the way down onto that block. Put your fists together and open with your knees. And we're just stretching forward. Stretching forward. Now, if you can, this is option one, just stay here. Option two is pick up your hips so you're hovering off the block. So, different angle. I know this is a beautiful picture, right? You pick up off the block and pick up and lower and lift and lower. It takes a lot of strength. That's all you have to do. That's supported hip. Now, let's take our Bosu. If you have a Bosu, if you have a pillow, whatever you have, and we're going to do this supported hip release. Keep your block close because we're going to need it in a minute. So you're on your hands and knees. You walk back. Get your Bosu behind you so you can sit on it and still curl forward and feel a stretch. Drop your head and then come up on your toes and stretch out the bottom of your feet. This helps with balance. Drop your heels back down towards your Bosu. Sit down. Now, if this is too low, use more pillows. Do what you can do. One. Your little ball. And back out onto your hands and knees. And now you're going to take that pillow, that Bosu, whatever you've got, and you're going to put it off to the side. So I'm kneeling right next to it. I'm going to take the opposite leg, cross over, and try to sit down on that pillow. Now, if this is too low and you need something taller, get something taller. But we're trying to get all the way to seated this way. Okay, does that make sense? Now, once you're there, I'm going to turn around so you can see from this direction. Once you're there and you feel like you're all tied up in a knot, walk your hands out. Walk your hands to one side. Walk your hands to the other side. Come back to the center. You following? And then if you can, try to sit yourself up. Once you're on that, once you're seated, you can just do these little hip wiggles. And you'll feel all those tight spots in your hips that we worked before. You'll find a tight spot. And once you find one, just kind of sit there for a second. Then walk your hands forward, uncross your legs. Take the bubble, the pillow, to the other side, and we'll do the other side. So you're on all fours. Take that opposite leg up and over that pillow. Sit back onto your cushion. Ooh, and this side feels tighter to me. We're going to first walk our hands out. Our hands to one side. Our hands to the other side. And feel free, anytime you feel a little tightness, rest there for a second. Breathe into those places. Back to the center. And now try to walk your hands in and see how close to seated you can get. And then once you're up here, find those wiggles. I feel a little tweak in this knee. This is my special knee that I have to watch over sometimes. So just be aware of those little kinks and places in your own body. Walk your hands back out. Very good. Now we're going to roll over onto our backs. So for our last couple of things here, this is our last relaxing thing. You're going to put your Bosu or your stability disc, whatever you have, put it under your hips. Take your feet to the ceiling. Inhale, get ready. As you exhale, you're going to push with your hands into the floor and try and get your toes over your head. Then slowly lower yourself back onto your Bosu and lower your legs. Use your abdominals just as low as you can be strong. And then we go again. Lower yourself down from that Bosu. This is just an easier way to learn that rollover if you have the support. If you can't straighten your legs, that's okay. Do it with bent legs. Now we're going to stay right here in this supported waterfall. If this feels too unstable, put your feet down. Take that out and use a block instead so you're not going to be rolling around. So here's your options. Just a supported shoulder bridge. So that block is right on your sacrum and you feel a good stretch to your low back. Or you can stay here in this like waterfall, like it's like your legs are up the wall. We want to hold this for a few, like 3 to 5 breaths, big ones. Just let everything relax. So wherever you decide to be is fine. You can have your knees bent. And we're just massaging out that low back. You can have your feet on the floor. More big breath. Wherever you are, bring your feet to the floor. Pick up your hips, slide that out from underneath you. And just do some windshield wipers with your knees. See how different your body feels now that you've finished. Roll over onto one side to push yourself up when you're ready to seat it. And there you go. We just went through all those basic Matwork exercises. Hopefully you've learned something about how to control with your breath and using your imprint and your core balloon, all those things that are so important. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.